What's up, everybody? Welcome to JV.omYoga. I'm Jamie, this is Echo, and this flow today is to get your day going. So when you are ready, you can join me in a comfortable seated position on your mat, and we'll all just start to take a few deep breaths together, start to expand on our inhales, and start to lengthen our exhales. And just arrive right here. I invite you to take your palms together at your heart and just gently bow your head for a moment of gratitude. Gratitude for getting out of bed this morning, for coming to your mat and doing something awesome for your mind, body, and spirit to start the day. And maybe just having a little visualization of how we want our day to go. Inhale here, send the breath all the way to the belly. And big exhale through the mouth, really empty it out. Beautiful. All right, let's release the hands. Just let them rest on your knees or at your side. And we're going to take a few cat and cow positions just from seated. So on an inhale, we're going to send the chest forward, arching through the back, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Maybe our gaze goes up to the ceiling. And exhale, let it flow the other way. So our back contracts, chin tucks to the chest, our gaze comes down. Flowing with our breath, inhale to open. Exhale to contract. Don't be afraid to get very fluid with your motions here. Maybe it feels right today to also take that movement side to side. Maybe circular. It's all about warming up the spine. So let's just get it going in whatever way feels right for you. All right, last cycle of breath here. Inhaling to open. Exhale to contract. And we'll all meet back in a neutral, seated, neutral spine position. Perfect. All right, we're going to take our right hand now and just place it right beside our right hip. Option here to grab a brick or a cushion and bring the earth up a little bit closer to you. If it's in your practice, you can also bring your whole forearm to the ground. So just hanging out here for a moment, getting that side body a little bit warmed up. Let's make sure that our left bum cheek is really rooted in the earth here, really heavy, and not lifting up too far off the mat if possible. You'll notice that the more grounded that left hip is, the more of a stretch we're going to feel on our side body. All right, you're doing great. On our next inhale, let's send our left hand all the way to the sky. Pressing up through the right hand, the right forearm, and lengthening through that left arm. Let's see how much space is available here between the shoulder blades, in the chest. Maybe our gaze follows the left fingers. And on an exhale, we're going to float it back down to neutral seated position. All right, other side now. So left hand places beside the left hip. Maybe we're on a brick. Maybe we're coming down to our forearm here. taking a moment to feel the connections in the earth, making sure our right hip is really grounded here, really pressing down. Deep breaths here, and as we're ready, that right hand is going to float all the way up to the ceiling. Pressing through the left arm, through the left hand, lengthening through the right arm, getting lots of space through the chest, through the shoulder blades, and looking up to the ceiling if we're able to. All right, using that next exhale to float us back to center. You're doing amazing. And once we're here, just taking one breath to feel our side body. Maybe we're feeling a little bit taller after that stretch. So good. All right, we're gonna mosey our way onto our backs, keeping our feet planted against the ground, knees bent, coming all the way down, just allowing the curves of our spine to connect with our mat and really root us down here. We're going to take one big, deep inhale, and on an exhale, we're going to push through the feet, push through the arms, and send our hips up to the sky. So we're in bridge pose here. Shoulder blades can hug a little bit closer together. Maybe the palms are touching right underneath your hips. We're pressing through the heels, pressing up, squeezing the bum cheeks. Option here to grab a little brick or a pillow and just support the pelvis so we're not hanging out in space. So a brick comes right underneath the sacrum. Shoulder blades still squeezing together, maybe walking the heels a little bit closer in towards the bum. This is such a great chest opener as well. Maybe we can see if we can tuck the chin a little bit closer towards the chest and just find some extra length in the back of the neck here. Remembering to breathe. You're doing great. Okay, so if we do have a cushion or a block underneath us, let's just take a moment, press into the feet a little bit, lift up so that we can remove that block, and slowly we will all join each other in lowering the bum back to the ground and just coming to lie down. All right. Let's roll onto our favorite side. We're going to roll all the way over to meet in a tabletop position. So knees are underneath the hips, hands are underneath the shoulders, maybe our hands are up on bricks. Again, bringing the earth a little bit closer to us. Maybe the arms are down on our forearms. Just doing what feels comfortable here. All right. One big inhale, exhale, we're going to press through the hands, press through the feet, sending our sits bones up to the air, downward facing dog. We're going to hang out in down dog for a few breaths. So I want to encourage lots of movement here right now. Maybe we're raising and lowering the heels, walking out the dog. Shaking the head, yes. Shaking the head, no. Keeping a generous bend in the knees if this is our first practice of the day or our first dog of the day. Maybe we can send one leg up into three-legged dog. Just really gentle movements here to get us warmed up. And I want to encourage you to really make me work for you while you're doing these practices. So the beauty of watching a video is you can pause at any time. If you need to go and take a break, if you don't like one of the positions that we're in, just go ahead and skip it. Or if you really, really like one of the positions that you're in, if you're like, oh my gosh, I needed this today, pause the video, hold it a little longer. Make me work for you. If you need to go and grab a prop, you got time. This practice is geared towards you, and I want you to have the utmost standards for your comfortability and your success. So don't be afraid to pause or rewind or fast forward or replay one part over and over again. All right, this is a long down dog. So let's take one more breath all together here. Inhale, exhale, we're gonna drop to the knees. Knees together or knees apart, yogi's choice. We're gonna sit the bum back towards the heels, arms extended out long into a child's pose. We're gonna melt the heart, melt the forehead to the earth here. One more inhale, exhale, we're gonna come up, back onto the knees. We're gonna step forward with our right foot into a low lunge. So right knee is right over top of the right ankle. Pressing forward with the left hip. We're gonna rise up with our upper body. Big inhale here, maybe a smile on your face. And we're gonna drop the left hand on, to the inside of the right foot. So our body's already starting to twist open towards the right side. We're just gonna continue that all the way over. So maybe right hand comes up to the sky, maybe right hand can wrap around on the outside of the left hip here, really encouraging us to open the chest, spiral that right shoulder back, get a lot of space going here. And unwinding the right hand when you're ready, framing the left foot. We're gonna step it back so that our right knee meets the left. We're gonna sit back with our bum towards our heels once more. Hands extended out forward, forehead and heart melt towards the earth. Child's pose here for one cycle of breath. Amazing. All right, rising up. We're gonna step forward with our left foot now. Left knee is over top of the left ankle. Right hip is pressing forward. We're gonna rise up. Big inhale here. Exhale. We're gonna drop the right hand now, place it on the inside of the left foot, and start to spiral towards the left side of the room. So left arm can come up, maybe it rotates all the way back, tucks around the right hip, and our chest can spiral open towards the left side of the room. Breathing into the side body here. One more big inhale, and exhale to release it all. Left arm comes back, hands frame the left foot, and we're gonna send it back. Left knee meets the right knee. One more time, child's pose, sitting back with the bum onto the heels. Chest and forehead come to the earth. Awesome. Let's slowly bring ourselves up to a seated position, just sitting on our knees here. If this is hard on your ankles, we can just come right on up. Actually, let's all just meet. We'll all meet coming up. So just standing on our knees. We're going to take one more chest opener here. Camel Pose. So we don't have to come all the way back, hands touching our heels today, if that's too hard. Maybe our hands can just rest on the back of our thighs. But we're going to slowly, wherever our hands are at today, maybe starting on the back of the thighs, working our way back towards our heels. We're going to arch the back, look up towards the ceiling, pressing the hips forward, wherever your hands are at today. Shoulder blades are squeezing together. And we're breathing into that back body. All right, let's release the camel pose, come back up, standing tall from our knees. Let's drop the hands. So through a tabletop position, just quickly, we're going to press into the hands, tuck the toes, send our sits bones to the air once more, downward facing dog. Let's bend the knees, look forward towards our fingertips, and slowly tiptoe our way with our feet up to meet our hands. Awesome. We'll meet in a forward fold. Let it all hang here. Remember not to lock the knees in this position. Maybe shaking the head a little bit more. Coming up with our hands, just planting the hands at the knees, flattening the back so our upper body is parallel to the earth. Let's take an inhale here. And exhale, send it all back forward. Root to rise here, so pressing through the feet. We're going to slowly, one vertebrae at a time, roll all the way up. Sending the shoulder blades back. Inhale. Let's bring our arms to the sky. And exhale, hands to heart center. All right, everybody, let's show this day who's boss. Thank you so much for joining me for this flow. I am so grateful to you. I love you so much. Namaste.